Hi everyone, this is Shantae, aka Shanteezy on Twitter and Instagram, or just simply just Shantae. So I'm here with my after show for the Twitter and YouTube users of my show called Shantae's Analysis. It's up and coming. If you want to watch my show live, I'm on Instagram weeknights at 10:30. I was a little late tonight because I watched the Versus Battle. I'm going to get to that. It's going to be my last topic, but so I'm here with my daily analysis, of course. So I have to talk about COVID because, yes, we're all home. Things are slightly easing down, but we're still in the midst of COVID. So here we are. As of August 31st, 2020, we are at 25,402,968 globally. Our death toll globally is at 849,031. The U.S. cases, we account for a fourth of those cases. We're at 6,028,017 cases. Our death toll is at 183,563. I'm going to just focus on the United States because I really do like to normally do global cases on my Instagram live, but I'm going to focus on the U.S. So according to the New York Times COVID map for the U.S. numbers, California is at 711,940, followed by Texas at 639,007, Florida is at 623,463, New York is at 439,480. Keep in mind, New York was the epicenter of all of this. Georgia is at 254,238. Illinois is at 237,682. Arizona is at 201,866. New Jersey is at 193,740. North Carolina is at 167,952. And Tennessee rounds out that top 10 at 151,923. And of course, we have no national coordinated strategy, none whatsoever. I usually write down like all of my cases. I have my notebook right here of all the things that I write down of what I'm going to talk about today. I do this like every day. But I might have to do it some days because I'm going to be starting classes for my master's program pretty soon. So let's get to it. This press briefing that I watched, and I hashtag it Trumpism and racism. So Kayleigh McEnany held a press conference today. Good Lord. She starts off by saying the president shows up when the Trump administration basically moves into Democratic cities. I wrote it down so fast. Peace is restored and law and order is upheld. And then she says, this is a reality facing American cities. She names D.C., name check my city that I live in, which is New York, Seattle, Kenosha, very white, Wisconsin, pretty much. And criticizes Mayor Wheeler of Portland. Also keeps touting this law and order nonsense, trying to arrest peaceful protesters. And then she said it's incumbent for Democrats to basically step up, which Democrats are not even bothering peaceful protesters. They're actually trying to pass legislation to help the peaceful protesters. So I don't know where that BS is coming from. Also, she was asked a series of questions. She said, does Trump plans to meet with Jacob Blake's family? McEnany responds and said, well, the plans are to meet with local law enforcement and some business owners. So Caitlin Collins of CNN said, so is he not going to meet with Jacob's family? She says no. Are we surprised, folks? Another reporter, does Trump think the shooting of Jacob Blake's family was justified? Because he went on saying he don't know the investigation and all this shit. And so mechanism. Again, I will refer back to the Chief of Staff's statements regarding the claims of the ongoing investigation. Does the president condemn the actions of Kyle Rittenhouse? Everybody don't know who Kyle Rittenhouse was. Kyle Rittenhouse was a little 17-year-old vigilante from Michigan, came here to Kenosha, Wisconsin to pretty much like stir shit up with the protesters. When he fell to the ground, he shot 3 people, killed 2, and 1 is badly injured that his arm had to be amputated. And he came with an AR-15, military-style gun. He was arrested, but, he's still being, his bond. I don't know if he's released by bond. I'm not sure, but pretty much he's treated with kid gloves at this point. So another reporter, I don't know who this reporter was, but I think I got the audio. I'm going to play it for you guys because this audio is needed to be played. It's need to be heard. It's very important that transparency, because this administration don't know what transparency is. So let's find the video. Trying to find this video.
Where you're seeing
no, not that one. Let's see, Aaron. Let me go to my page. Sorry for the technical difficulties, people.
He took a video or retweeted a video of a caravan of people driving into Portland with Trump and American flags flying. He called them great patriots. What about that image does the president see as patriotic? And ostensibly you're talking about people going into a city in which they don't live, presumably to protect property they don't own. What's patriotic about that activity?
The president was highlighting that these were good Americans going in to peacefully be a part of a protest and show their voice. And that's what he was noting by the tweet and highlighting the video, which he routinely does.
What about the video of them scuffling, shooting paintballs at people and getting in the mix with people? Is that patriotic activity?
I don't think the president's seen that video, nor have I. But if you're going to ask about paintballs, it's incredible that for 90 days I've stood at this podium talking about officers who have been lasers flashed in their eyes in an attempt to blind them, commercial-grade fireworks being thrown at them, a church right out here burning down, the people that were harassed and yelled at, Senator Rand Paul, Dan Bongino, right out here. And you're going to ask me about a paintball video when, in fact, for 90 days, we've seen horrific violence by Antifa.
So once again, all of this spinning, talking about why Trump retweeted that video saying they were patriotic, but then again, it's like you're blaming Antifa, which Antifa really has nothing to do with the Democratic Party. They're their own thing. And Antifa was not even around at this point. So what the hell are you talking about? Like, this administration is just so stupid. Did you ever cheat in a relationship, and with who? No. What? No. But once again, like, this administration is dumb. I never seen an administration so dumb in my life. And so, just not dumb, but racist, ignorant. And this is what Trumpism like. What Trumpism, is like. So, I say this once again. This election is so crucial and it's so crazy to the point where it's like, you want to vote for actual decency or you want to vote for racism. Pick one and choose one. Who are you? And how did you get on my live? Just curious. Anyhow, Um, hmm. So, um, what else I want to get into? Biden basically tore his ass up, basically saying, all this is happening in Trump's America, which is true. Okay, this is very creepy and very weird. This is about to be an automatic block. It's just very weird, and I don't like that. So, quick. This is about to be an automatic block. It's just very weird, and I don't like that. So, quick. This is about to be an automatic block. This is very weird, and I don't like that. So, quick. So I just have to do. Hey, Kenny. Yeah, I had to block somebody. This Duval77. Tell everybody how you broke my heart. I don't know who this guy is, but I had to literally block him. I don't like that shit. That shit is crazy. That shit is weird. Like, I don't like that shit. So I had to block him. But this Instagram Live was awesome. Yes, you finally made it to my live. I was just summing up the Trumpism, but I was completely thrown off by this Duval77 guy. I was just talking about Kayleigh McEnany spinning shit, spinning how it was weird, how they defending racism, how they defend this guy, Ken Rittenhouse. It was insane. It was crazy. And Biden's speech basically summed it up saying it's going to get worse when because Trump is adding fuel to the fire, which is true. And he is. So this is why I'm saying voting for Biden and Harris will get you a path to a new America, build back better, democracy restored, our allies, what'd you say? Restoring the relationship with our allies because it's all fucked up right now. And just pretty much just happiness. We can thrive again. We can, face the racial issues that we have, and we can all be comfortable talking about race. And that's important, right? So having a Biden and Harris administration will be so soothing and feel like we have a place in the world. Now I want to talk about this Instagram Live. I can talk about it now because I'm not thrown off no more. Yep, our first real black agenda. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they keep blasting President Obama saying that he didn't have a black agenda, he didn't have this and have that, when the man was trying to be the president for everybody, and then all of a sudden he got attacked for not having a black agenda. But now it's a real black agenda. Yep, protecting reproductive rights, because I'm almost 35. I'll be 35 next year. Why this thing keeps sticking up? I'll be 35 next year, and I don't know if I'm going to have a baby yet because I ain't Mr. Right. Even though I'm talking to someone right now, but I don't know if anybody's Mr. Right yet. So, I eventually want to get married and have children. I don't want to be too old having children and have complications. So, yes, women's reproductive rights will be protected. Healthcare will be protected. Education will actually be reformed. Criminal justice will be on the rise of being reformed. Yes, I was about to get into that. Kenny. So I watched the Versus Live. I was watching as I was writing the numbers down for COVID-19 and stats. I was always a big Monica fan. I always been a big Monica fan, Mary J, because I'm from the hood, so they always kept it real. So I gravitated towards them. Brandy was a cool and hip singer, but Brandy was more the girl next door. I'm not the girl next door, obviously. But as I got older, as I'm like in my close to my mid 30s, I appreciate the music of Brandy Norwood and definitely of Monica. Even though I did like Brandy's first album, that album was the bomb. Even though the second album was great, but I love that first album. That first album was real R&B. It was hip. It was fresh. It was funky. You know, it was a girl with braids. So yeah, it was nice. But I like, honestly, to tell you the truth, I think who won was Black Girl Magic. Because Monica was just chill and she was relaxed. Brandy was excited to see her. They did clear the air about this little beef because I knew it was a media thing that blew the shit up. Because I remember them being a good amount of host of friends, and all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, most friends, you're not the only one. One of my dearest friends leans to Brandy. Always been a big fan of Brandy. Like I said, I love Brandy's first album. It's great. And of course, I like her more as an actress. I think she's one hell of an actress. She still got it. She can still sing. She gives you that second soprano and that first alto, while Monica just give you all the sopranos that you need and the save it to Jesus and take it to Jesus moment. She had to take a Jesus moment on most of her songs, even when she sung about hoes and shit. So, use a hoe. Had Brandy almost saying hoe. Brandy was like, I don't want to curse. There's no cursing. Monica was like, shit, you might as well just say hoe, hoe, hoe. But I am going to get one of Brandy's new songs, and I'm going to get the Monica new song that just aired on there, where she worked with the Neptunes, and I never knew she never worked with the Neptunes. I'm like, oh, did I know that? But Black Girl Magic won. The friendship was real. They were harmonizing with one another. Monica was just sitting back chilling. They did not touch the damn Ciroc, so no points for Diddy on that one. But other than that, I liked it. Probably one of the best verses I watched. I can say one of the best verses. Yeah, she did not wear the red strap heels, but she was looking like a whole entire snack for almost about to be 40 years old. She was looking good with that Fendi outfit on. Brandy was like, you see, you got the Fendi outfit on. And Brandy just had like a chill, vintage jean outfit on. Somebody said, yo, what the hell Brandy had on? I said, Brandy just had her shit on. She going back to her braids, which is a good thing. Because the wigs were all right, but I like the braids better, of course. And Monica was just looking like a whole entire snack. Monica was looking like she don't have no 2 kids. Monica was with that Fendi, with them leather pants, with that hat, looking like a whole French maid. Look cute. So big up to Monica. Somebody big up to Monica's outfit. Monica always looked good in my eyes. Monica always dressed nice in my eyes. That's just my opinion. And Monica could sing, honey. Oh, that everything to me. Oh, Brandy look like a homeless art teacher. I'm all the way dead. You know what? You're not the only one. Like I said, Brandy look like she just like, I'll just throw this on. Like, Brandy wears better shit than that. Like, literally wears better shit than that. But if I was to have another versus, here goes my top versus battles that I liked so far. The Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. The Beenie Man Bounty Killer, because I love me some Beenie Man. I don't like his belly, but I love me some Beenie Man and Bounty Killer. Of course, the DMX and Snoop, and then the Brandy and Monica. Now, I want them to do a female rap one, because I love rap music. Little Kim or Missy. Little Kim and Nicki would be good, but Little Kim and Nicki hate each other. They don't like each other. So I'm looking for a Little Kim and a Missy. For another rap battle, I'm looking for Busta or Nas or Busta or Twista. But Twista don't have as many hits as Busta. Because Busta got hits for days. Or a Nas and a Jay-Z, but Jay-Z like, I don't know. But I would like to see those battles. New York battles all day, every day. Because New York, we got a whole host of rappers. We got a lot. We got, you already did Fabulous and Jada, even though Jada won that one. Clearly won that one. Clear. But I would do, you have a Busta, you have a Q-Tip. Busta or Nas or Jay-Z. Pick one. Because I like both. But Remy don't have a lot of hits, so that's a no-no. Even though I do love Remy. I love the shit out of Remy. So, I love her. Or Mary J and Faith Evans. I would like to see that one. That one looks cool. But, Versus was great. So, like I said, the winner was Black Girl Magic. Because the unity was strong, and I enjoyed it. And there was some elected officials that popped up. Kamala was the first one to drop in, and Kamala was like, "Congratulations to you ladies, thank you for doing this and everything." You saw some people like Young B. Yes, I'm gonna call you out, even though we from the same hood. Why are you doing yawn? What the fuck was yawn? Kamala popped in because Kamala is for the culture. She's not trying to pander. She's not trying to do none of that. Kamala is for the goddamn culture. Okay? Alright? That's all I'm saying. Also, Michelle Obama was in there. Our forever First Lady. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, and even Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, they were there. Halle Berry was up in that piece. So you had like it was a whole A-list. Like, everybody, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing this. So it was unity. It was girl unity. So I enjoyed it. Kudos to that. But until then, I'm a little sleepy, a little tired, but you have a good night. See y'all tomorrow.